Hi, my name is Vicki Marley, and I'm here today to tell you all about my very first airplane ride. My husband decided in November of 2014 that I needed to take an airplane ride. I've never been on an airplane and have not been on one since. So, to start with, I was all excited because I was getting ready to ride on an airplane. Well, as we get there, and the excitement turns into anxiety because I've never been inside one, and in my mind, these things are huge, just really, really big, lots of room. Well, we're sitting in the airport, and I'm watching the airplanes come in and go out, and come in and go out, and I'm noticing they're not as big as what I thought they were. They were actually little tiny, tiny things. So, as we decide, I'm sitting there in the airport and I'm still excited, a little nervous, but my husband's, he's like, this is going to be fine. We're going to have a good time. This is all wonderful. Then I noticed that the airplane that we were going to ride on was like really tiny. And so once they started the boarding call, I got up. We start down the little gangway, get to the door, and I look inside, and it looks like my tanning bed. It did not look like it was any bigger than a tanning bed. So I turned around to run, and he politely pushes me into the airplane and tells me I have no choice. Well, I'm shaking all over, and I go to my seat, and I'm supposed to be sitting on the inside. Oh, no. Can't do that. Could not happening. So he switched seats with me. I got to the outside, to the window, and once we got started, I was fine until we got started, and then once we got started, I started crying. I have no idea why I was crying, but I was crying. And he was like, just calm down. You can do this. We're not going to crash. Nothing's going to happen. So he says, look out the window. So I start looking out the window once we get in the air, after we get up, and I've done had the heart attack, the whole 9 yards. I look out the window, and there's the most beautiful clouds I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen clouds from the bottom side up. So I started taking pictures from the time we left Greensboro to the time we got to Charlotte. So I'm taking like millions of pictures, it feels like. Well, it never dawned on me until we got to Charlotte and we got off the airplane and we had a little layover. Well, guess what? I had to get on another airplane. And it was even smaller than the one that I was on to begin with. Was not happy, was not excited anymore. I was in full-blown panic attack. By the time we got there, I was shaking like a leaf. Got off the airplane. I was really excited in the airport down in Charlotte, though, because it was like a big mall, and so that didn't even occur to me that I was going to have to get back on that airplane. Well, needless to say, I made it. We made it to Jacksonville, stayed there for 2 days, had a great time. Then guess what? I had to get back on an airplane to ride back to North Carolina. Luckily, this one was a straight shot, and I didn't have the layover. It was fun. It was scary. I haven't done it again. Don't know that I ever will, but now that my daughter lives in Florida, I guess that I will be probably taking another trip to Florida to see her. Hopefully, by then, I will have overcome this fear of heights, this fear of being so claustrophobic, because that was my problem. It wasn't that I was afraid of the airplane ride. It was the fear of being enclosed in that little capsule. If it was bigger, I'm sure I would have had a better time. But needless to say, it wasn't. But hope this tells you all about riding an airplane. Okay, that's enough. Thanks, and have a great day.